start like that, and I keep pressing and pressing. And there's the beginning of it, and then you just put in the bits underneath, and there's your church. See what I mean? So that you don't do and all that. Alright? So that's just one thing. Square shapes. You can use square brushes, I don't. But a window, it's just a matter of going like this. Square. Okay? So you do windows like that. You don't do windows like this. By the time you've done that one, everything is dried and gone. You know, you can do hundreds of them. You know, building, there it is. There's a window, a doorway, a bigger doorway here, a bit of an edge. There's a nice barn already in a few seconds. Just use your brush. You want square mark, you go like that. Round mark. Turn the brush, make it go round. You know, it's a round shape. So if you want a dome, you know, I squeezed it out. It's horrible. Good, I'll use it for this. A round circle, you should be able to, in reality, if you do this, whoop, it's the floor, it's very smooth. And I pressed it pretty hard. I can use it, that's rotten. Alright, I'll start again. There, press the brush down and you go around like that, and there's your circle. It should be perfect. What's up? It's decided to go crazy.
You're not supposed to help, okay?
If you had tried, you would have found out.
My eye or something.
It's just the floor is very smooth, so it's very easy to move. Well, there you are. You know, perfect circle. There is another way of doing it. I'd like to see. You're laughing, but I know you're all going, God, that's exactly what
That's why we're laughing.
And then you feel that, and it looks awful, it's dead, the energy of it is not there. This brush is the last frontier. It is between your vision, your thinking, everything you've done on the palette, everything you've seen, everything you've drawn. That is it. That's the last frontier. That's the saber. It's cutting. It's too late once you've done it. It's over. It's over. So use it properly. You know, do it right. So you want a dome. You know, I'll go over this again. You can just simply do this, go across, get other bits of the building in, whatever, and you just add the little cupola on top there, and you're in Venice. You know. So the trick is to establish the shape without leaving the paper with your brush, appropriate size brush. So don't use one that's too little or too big. It has to be right for that shape. And it's obvious for really big shapes, big mops, medium, smaller ones, for detail, your sabers and things, and fine brushes. So the lesson more or less finishes there. And again, of course, if you want a dry brush, not too much pigment on, and you go fast. You know, you go whoop, across as fast as you can go, and it will skip across the paper. It's never going to happen if you're going to go like that. And these are, trust me, the things that everyone wants to do, and they rush towards this without taking care of all this stuff properly first. And this has gone a bit weak. It actually is still wet, and I need to make some of this a bit stronger, so I can tease that in. I can dry brush in a bit of a line here, coming down like so. That brings this forward. We can put in a fence line to out the brush strokes for each fence line. How many? One. No, we don't do it like this. Single, quick, happy mark. There's another little highlight here. Put in another little cow. I can use my fingernails to scratch out some branches because it's still damp. I can put in a road in here, maybe. Lift some highlights off. All because the medium allows me to do it. And I will put in some of these saplings. And by the way, my surname means an elm tree sapling. Zbukvic. It's a little elm tree sapling. Watch my hand, watch the brush, where I'm holding it and how I'm moving. That comes down here, some dry brush marks, bring this forward. I need to anchor these trees on something. There. Don't like that cow, it's too big. Apparently, this is how poison gets into your blood, under the nails. I'm still alive. So we're approaching 11:30. So I'm reluctant to keep going with this, and really, it was never meant to be some miraculous painting. When we go out, I will definitely try and do some nice work. You'll see that I stopped digging at the water. I'm just adding pigment. There's enough moisture on the palette. I'm just adding pigment to make the wash richer and deeper. If you keep adding water, it'll get too watery. Here it is, coffee. No, milk. And I go fast to get these little bits of skipping, dry brush marks, and I leave them there. They can become flowers, whatever. So I'll load up the brush again, and I cool it off a little bit in the foreground, a bit of turquoise, like so. And all these little sparkles and things happen because I'm going fast. Huh? Someone is not happy. What the? Huh? Okay. But a closet watercolorist. Some of you may have got the joke. Now, this is very basic and very simple. I'm keeping it as simple as I can for a start, but I want to just point something out. I'll do this. I'll put it back. Have a look at the contrast between that, and this and that, and this and that. Now, those of you who end up with this contrast all over, you just change the colour and you're a little bit yellow here, will fail. It will not work because it's not solid earth. It is just a bit of a wishy-washy wash. So if you use tea or milk or something all the way from top to bottom, but just change colour, it's not going to work. Now, I'm waiting for this to, it's starting to dry. I want to wait for, remember, the damp stage. And I'm actually going to cause a whole lot of trouble by going over it again, but with very kind of quick marks, and play with it as one does with oil paint. Don't try this at home. Trust me, this requires intimate understanding of what's happening there and perfect, almost immaculate timing. You have to have just the right amount of stuff on here. You have to hit it just at the right time. It is not an easy thing to do, to make this into a lovely abstract shape. And then I will get a smaller brush. This looks a lot better now. It's come much further forward and that's gone back. And you can take bit of time, and as I said, this is all too weak. But going back over things is not a claim, as long as it's done in a fresh. Where's the little red one?
Red one.
I'll use this. This has gone too weak. We'll bring this tree forward completely and have this much closer. It is all wrong. It's just not working at all. Okay? So this is now really here, and that's back there. Possibly a little bit too weak there as well. And the only reason I'm still doing this is it's still damp, moist. You can do these things, play with it, soften up edges. These things come up. Beautiful. Hey, what is that? It's got that early, morning light, but there is sun about. It's not first thing in the morning. It's kind of mid-morning light. This stronger. This detail here and there. Another window here. A line there. This. Don't be scared to make crazy little marks. It's fine. It will take care of itself if it's done at the right time. You cannot go wrong. If you do dabs and simple little marks, it doesn't work if they're clumsy. It only works if they're quick, elegant marks. Now I'm in a bit of a quandary about having as much shadow as in that painting. I think we'll have just a few slithers of it running across. It'll look better. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to soften this edge with this. Spray it. And that will take care of itself.